Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Psychic Skills for Beginners. I'm Sherry Klein, and I'm really excited that you're here. We're going to have a really good show today, a really good class, and I'm going to teach you about chakras and their modalities, and then we're going to do a little meditation, and then I'm going to give you some homework. But before we start on that, I do want to address some of the comments that came in about the last class that I had. I had a question or a comment from Debbie C. Um, and she asked, her protector shell light was a white and not a golden color. And her path wasn't a scenery, it was a marble hallway, but it was very beautiful. So our last class was connecting with your protector. And in that meditation, it said to put in a golden light, but hers was white. That's okay, Debbie. Your guides will, it's tailor-made just for you. So wherever they take you, that's fine. You can go off of the beaten path if so be, because every time that you listen to it, you're going to get something different. Her other question was, can your protector be someone that was here with you in this incarnation and then they passed on? We can have our loved ones that will help us who have crossed over to protect us or to give us messages, but they wouldn't be your protector that comes in with you the minute you're born. So again, they can help being a protector, but they're not going to be your protector that's with you this entire incarnation. So thanks for the comments, Debbie. I appreciate it. And I hope that was helpful. So now getting to this class, I'm going to teach you, this is just a beginning class. I'm going to teach you a little bit about chakras and when they're closed or when they're too open and when they're balanced. So your chakras are like the energetic, it's the energy that you're pulling in. We're going to work with the 7 basics. There's a lot of chakras, but we're just going to work with 7 today. These are linked to your physical body, your emotional body, your mental body. So when they're blocked, they can really wreak havoc on the way you feel, physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, everything. So we want to really try to make sure that we clean these. Think of it like a fan, a box fan. If you have a little box fan on all of the time and then you shut it off and the blades are all dirty and gunky, that's the way our chakras become, because we pull in energy and then we release it. So we want to make sure that we clear it so that our everything is not tainted that comes in. So that's what we're going to work on today. So we're going to put up a chart, and so that you can kind of see what it is that I'm talking about. All right, so we're going to start at the bottom, at the root chakra, which is red. And when this is blocked, you're going to have a lot of fear, a lot of anxiety, and it's going to be fear about basic needs, like, oh, I don't have enough money, I don't have enough food, maybe I don't even have a house to live in, or I'm scared I'm going to get evicted. So those are when your root chakra is blocked. Now, when it's too open, that could mean you're very aggressive, you're very materialistic, you're greedy, you have a controlling personality or behavior. So we don't want either one of those. We want it to be balanced. When it's balanced, you're going to feel grounded, you're going to feel secure, you're going to be able to trust life, and you're going to know that when things happen, that everything's going to be okay. So now that is the root chakra. If we go up a little bit, and this is in the lower abdomen, it's just below your belly button. This is the sacral chakra, and it's the color orange. Now, when this is blocked, You're going to have low libido. You're going to have a lack of creativity. You're going to feel guilty. You're just going to feel like you can't express any emotions. Now, when it's too open, this is where addictions can come in. You can have a sex addiction. You can have, of course, addictions of all shapes and sizes. And you can be somewhat of a drama queen. Now, when the sacral chakra is balanced, you can be very creative. You can be healthy sexually. You can enjoy life and relationships. All right, so let's move up a little bit to the yellow, and that is the solar plexus. That's kind of just underneath the rib cage. Now, when this is blocked, you have low self-esteem. You play the victim role. You're always, whenever you're talking to somebody, you always tell them all your problems, just wanting to hear them say, "Oh, I'm so sorry." So we definitely don't want that to be blocked. Now, if it's too open, if it's too open, then you become very competitive. You're judgmental. You're a perfectionist. You're very domineering. So we really don't want that either. We want it to be more balanced. Now, when it's balanced, you have self-discipline. You feel empowered. You're motivated and confident. The next chakra is the green one, and this is your heart chakra. Now, when this is blocked, you're going to have a sense of loneliness, even when you're around people. You're going to be fearful of getting into love relationships. You're going to be bitter. You're not going to be able to forgive. You're not going to be able to have compassion for people, or to love others, or love yourself. Now, when it's too open, here is when you become, in relationships, jealous. You become really clingy. You give too much in a relationship, and then eventually you start to be resentful of the other person because you're the one giving too much in the relationship, but it's because your heart chakra is too open. And you can be very emotional too. When it's balanced, this is when you can have wonderful relationships. You can love yourself. You can love others. You can be compassionate. You can be grateful. Life is a lot better when you love yourself. And that way it opens up the door for others to love you as well. It's a two-way street. All right, the next chakra is going to be the throat chakra, which is blue. And this is tied in with your ears as well. Now, when this is blocked, you have a fear of speaking. You're shy. You might have a difficulty expressing the truth. You might not even say anything at all, or when you do say something, it doesn't come out the way you thought it would in your head. It comes out differently. Now, when this is too open, this is when you become a chatty Cathy. You're talking too much. You're gossiping. You're dominating the conversations. You're not listening to what the other person is saying because you don't care, because you're too worried about the next thing you're going to talk about. We want that to be balanced. Now, when that's balanced, then you have clear communication. You're a good listener. You use your words to help people, and you're truthful. So, and you can get your point across, and people will listen. All right. The next chakra is your third eye, and this color is indigo. Now, when this is blocked, you're going to have confusion. You're going to feel like you're in a fog. You're going to lack focus. You're not going to be able to trust your intuition, and you're probably not even going to feel like you're getting any messages from your higher self or from your spirit team. So we definitely don't want that, but we don't want this either when it's too open. Now, when it's too open, this is when your imagination runs wild. This is when people start to become delusional. They get paranoid. A lot of them can't distinguish between this reality and maybe the spirit world, and they start to get in la la land. Definitely don't want that. When the third eye is balanced, this is when you start to become very intuitive. You have mental clarity. You have spiritual awareness. You're wise. You're perceptive. You have a wonderful connection. So with your intuition, so this is with the third eye. A lot of people really want to jump in and work with the third eye first, or even with the crown chakra. They want to start at the top and then work their way down. It doesn't work that way. There's a reason why they call the root chakra the first chakra, is because that's where you should start and then build your way up. And up now, we're up to the crown chakra, which is at the top of your head, which is the violet color. To me, this is your connection with Source or God. When this is blocked, you feel disconnected from Source and God. You lack purpose, and you lack hope. When it's too open, this is where some people get really spiritually, they get obsessed with connecting with spirit or trying to meditate all the time. Sometimes they might even neglect their physical needs. And they do have a sense of disconnection from reality. So we don't want that. We want it to be balanced. When it's balanced, you'll have a deep connection with Source. You'll have inner peace. You'll just be able to connect with your higher self. And again, it's a wonderful place to be. And like I said, everybody wants to start at the crown, but we've got to make sure that the other chakras are in balance. So with that being said, let's do a little meditation to help you to try to balance some of these chakras. And then I'm going to give you some other tips and tricks that you can do of different ways that you can get these in balance. And when we say in balance, I like to see each one about the size of a bowling ball. I envision each one, and I like for them all to go the same way. That to me is balanced. So let's do a meditation and work on that, and then we'll get into the homework. So if everybody's ready now, let's do the meditation. Make sure that you're in a quiet place where you're not going to be disturbed. It's not going to be a really long meditation. It's going to be kind of a small meditation, but we think it's going to get you what you need. All right, so let's get ready. Now, find a quiet, comfortable place to sit or lie down. Close your eyes and begin breathing slowly and deeply. Allow your body to relax. This meditation will guide you through all 7 chakras, clearing blockages and restoring balance. Each chakra will have several minutes to focus, bringing you to a state of harmony and peace. Now, take a deep breath. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. With each breath, release any tension in your body. Breathe in again through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Any discomfort that you have in your body, envision that you're blowing it out with each breath. Imagine a warm white light surrounding you, protecting and supporting you as you begin on this journey. We're going to go to the root chakra. Visualize a glowing red light at the base of your spine. Feel deeply connected to Earth, safe and supported. With every breath, release fear or insecurity. Affirm silently, I am grounded, I am safe, I belong. Let the red light grow stronger and imagine it rooting you into Mother Earth. Next, we're going to go to our sacral chakra. Just below the belly button. See a warm orange glow below your navel. This is your center of creativity and your emotions. Breathe into this space. Release any guilt or any stuck emotions. Affirm, I embrace joy. I honor my emotions. I am creative and free. Let the orange light expand and flow. Next, we're going to go up into the stomach area to the solar plexus. Imagine a bright yellow sun shining in your stomach area. Feel your personal power and your confidence. Release any self-doubt. Affirm, I am strong. I am confident. I trust myself. Let the yellow sun radiate throughout your entire body. Next, we're going to go up into your chest to the heart chakra. Picture a glowing green light in your chest. This is the center of love and compassion. Breathe deeply, letting the green light soften heaviness and pain. Affirm, I give and I receive love freely. My heart is open. I am compassionate. Allow the green light to expand outward, filling your entire chest with warmth. Next, we're going to move up to the throat chakra. Visualize a blue light spinning in your throat. This chakra governs truth and communication. Release fears of speaking your truth. Affirm, I speak with clarity. I express myself freely. My voice matters. Feel the blue light vibrating, opening clear and honest expression. Next, we're going to go up to the third eye. See an indigo light glowing between your eyebrows. This is your intuition and your inner wisdom. Release confusion and overthinking. Affirm, I trust my intuition. I see clearly. I am wise. Let the indigo light expand and sharpen your inner wisdom and your inner vision. Next, we're going to go to the top of your head to the crown chakra. Imagine violet or a pure white light at the crown of your head. This connects you to your divine wisdom. Release fear, release separation. Affirm, I am connected to all that is. I am light. I am infinite. Feel the violet light cascade over your body. This fills you with peace and unity. Now envision all 7 of your chakras aligned, glowing, and spinning freely. Imagine a column of light from the base of your spine to the top of your head. Your body feels whole and energized. Take several deep breaths. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. And when you're ready, open your eyes, carrying this balance and peace with you into the rest of the day. So, how was that? I hope everybody got a little bit of something out of that and feel better and feel a sense of peace. You can always come back and do that over and over. It will help to strengthen it and to really get them going the way you want. And you can envision when it says to spin, make sure they're going all in the same direction. Now, some of the homework that you can do. One thing, this is kind of fun, is you could get a brown paper bag and you could write the heart on one piece of paper and put it in the bag, and the crown and the throat. So you could write each one of the chakras. You could write the color of each one of the chakras. Or you could even use a crayon and color the colors of each one and throw them in the bag. Shake the bag up. And when you're shaking the bag, ask your spirit team, oh, show me which chakra needs my attention. Of course, a lot of them might, but they're going to pick the one that needs the most attention. So shake it, reach in there, whatever color it is. Then when you do, you can do visualization. You can do this again, and you can really focus and spend a little bit more time on whichever chakra they told you, whichever one you pulled out. Another thing is see if you don't have a color theme throughout the week. So let's say that starting tomorrow, you keep seeing everything green. Wow, there's a lot of green. Here's green here and there. Green is the heart chakra. So that could be your spirit team saying, hey, let's work on opening up the heart chakra, or let's work on getting it balanced. You can even wear colors. If you know that your throat chakra is blocked, then wear the color blue, wear a blue shirt. Same way with all the other chakras. If you know, because a lot of us kind of can tell which ones are blocked or need balanced, you can wear that type color shirt. Another thing, there is yoga that people do that open up their chakras. I don't really do any yoga, so I'm not familiar with that. But for those of you who do, that's a way that you can work on balancing your chakras as well. I really kind of like this. like if I'm in the shower, I don't even have to be in the shower, but I just like to take my finger and I go like this in the same direction again, about the size of a bowling ball. And then I go in front of me to the crown or the third eye. I go down to the throat. I go down to the heart. And then I keep going and going. And then when I get down to the root, then I kind of take my hands and I go like that, like I'm just getting all the gunk off of them. So I'm getting them all spinning in the right direction. And it just gets the energy flowing really nicely. Another way to do it is kind of fun. If you want to practice with somebody else, have somebody lie on the floor and take a pendulum, or I just use like a necklace, anything like this. You can hold it over each chakra, and some will move on their own, some will go different ways. If they're going different ways, you can always make it go that way. So it's kind of fun to see which ones are blocked, which ones aren't moving at all. So that really does work. That's kind of fun to do if you have two people. You can even do that on your animals. Amazing. Animals' chakras are really big. So those are some of the homework that you can do to help kind of get these balanced. And again, when they're balanced, you're going to feel better physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. And think of it like brushing your teeth. You just can't do it once and then it's fixed. Let's say today you have your root chakra that's balanced. And then maybe next week, you got laid off. Now you're starting to worry about money. Now the root chakra might start to slow down, might start to close up. So, it's a process and they're always different. That's why we kind of want to do it. We don't have to do it every single day, but you could. So those are some of the homework. So with that being said, if you have any comments or any questions, be sure to place them in comments, and then I will get to those on the next training series. Be sure to hit the like button and the subscribe and hit the bell icon. That way you'll be notified when we have other classes, and we put them out every 2 weeks. If you'd like a private reading with me, go to psychicsherry.com, and then you can book your own private reading. So with that being said, the more you practice, the more your intuition grows. So have fun, and I will see you at our next training video. Bye.